Peace. Hope that everybody's doing well. Chilling out, vibing out. Continuing my spring vlog here. The lesson that I want to talk about in today's video is isolation. My reflections on isolation, right? Growing up, I've been an introverted person, right? And I think in my childhood, in my formative years, I began to isolate myself, based on insecurity, that natural part of the human condition where we observe others and compare things to ourselves, our own experience, right? If we're never taught in that age how to separate our understanding of ourselves from what other people have going on or what we think we should be doing based on other people or based on what we're told to do. And a lot of us aren't. A lot of us are conditioned to, follow instructions and just do what we're told and, things of that nature. But for me personally, like I said, as an introverted person, without being taught those things, I began to isolate myself. As far as the overall human experience and like getting out and meeting new people, going to parties and, functions and all those things, I wasn't really into that. Like I just didn't do that because I wasn't comfortable with it. And even in college, I didn't go to any parties in college. And I've always had my head in the books or just the few things that I like, the few people that I hang out with. And I enjoy that. I think that, I don't see anything wrong with that. But the aspect of the isolation as you get older, right? When everybody got their own things going on, so it's no longer a matter of circumstances to be around people. It's a matter of your choice, right? And I've been going through my spiritual journey in which isolation is a normal part of that. But last year, I found myself around the winter time and moving into the spring, like almost struggling with that isolation, that sense of, not that I don't have anyone to talk to, but it is having people to be fully self with. And I mean, not where I feel pressured to do that, not where I feel pressured to be my full self, but where it is just natural to be, my full self. I think there are certain people that, me personally, there's certain people that I meet or there's certain people that I hang out with where that's just the vibe. Like it's, it doesn't require much effort, or discomfort or thought. Like it's just a natural state of being present. But as I've gotten to know people and, I've been reflecting on this essence of isolation, there is that desire, there is that need to experience closeness. And, I'm always grateful for those moments and for those relationships because they're necessary in my experience. And I think they're necessary to the human experience, right? I spoke on, the ABC Fest that I went to, right, in the last video. The Anything But Cash Fest, right, a bartering event, right? And I ended up bartering with one of my friends who makes body butters, right? So I met up with my friend Sue. And in exchange for her body butters, she wanted to take some promotional videos and pictures out in nature for, her product line, her body butter line, right? And the name of her business is Herbal Iris. I'm gonna link her up in the description, so make sure y'all check her out. She has a tropical scent, more like earthy scent, and an unscented version. But I really love that body butter. It's definitely my favorite moisturizer so far, so definitely check it out in the description. But yeah, we met up at a park or at this nature preserve, and yeah, I'm saying, we snapped it up. We took some pictures out by the trees and made our way down to the creek to take some more stuff. And we just explored a bit and ate a little bit. So yeah, man, that that was a good time, and one of those moments with one of those people where I'm saying like it doesn't take effort just to be self, you know what I'm saying? And being out in nature and doing that, being in, a creative space and doing that just adds to that experience, and that's necessary for me, you know what I'm saying? Just to be able to do that. And I also, just in the context of not isolating myself, been collaborating on some music with her, but also a couple of other friends. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just like expanding my creativity has helped a lot when it comes to isolation. So yeah, man, I'm learning. I think that relating to people has honestly been an area of my life that hasn't been the easiest for me to understand. It hasn't been the easiest for me to navigate. I was the only child, so I didn't have to, I didn't have to be with anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's something that I'm learning. Like I said, that is my essence, and like I do enjoy the alone time, and I enjoy the solitude, but there's definitely times and places where things get a bit tough to deal with alone, and I think things get distorted too when you don't have mirrors, right? And it's not even necessarily about being able to talk through things, but just being in the presence of someone else that you resonate with, and that you don't have to think about being yourself with, and just in the state of creation. I think those are some of the best moments of life to be had, you know what I'm saying? So hoping that, everybody is able to experience that as they need. And, for myself too, just more of that. But yeah, peace and blessings. Until next time.